was a request about Ryan Garcia
making the fights happen.
He started a conversation. I entertained it.
Yes, sir.
And I said to him, hold up. Your son got a belt. Ryan Garcia is right now is considered a superstar, and he's considered a champion respect. The best out of all the guys he mentioned.
Thank you.
I agree to that. It's smart. If I'm him, I would say, look, I want to fight all these guys that's dangerous. I still can't sleep on them, but y'all become the climax. Y'all become the fight to watch. That's the build-up. Everything must have a build-up before it explode.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So what you just heard was the voice of retired, legendary, iconic, Hall of Fame superstar boxer turned co-promoter with Golden Boy Promotions, that being none other than the Alien, the Executioner, B-Hop, Bernard the Executioner Hopkins, who admitted, shockingly, and shouts out to Aki TV, right, who resurfaced this old interview to show you about the politics within the sport of boxing and how it truly exists. As Bernard the Executioner Hopkins, he states that undefeated, now undisputed lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin "The Dream" Haney, who is 29 wins, no loss and no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. He is 24 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach, is indeed the biggest obstacle for his fighter in undefeated lightweight, junior welterweight, Mexican superstar title contender, King Ryan Garcia, who has a record of 23 wins, no loss and no draw, 19 big wins by way of knockout. He is 24 years of age, 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. Not that of undefeated three-division world champion who simultaneously held the WBA super title at super featherweight, the WBA regular title at lightweight, and the WBA regular title at junior welterweight, superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 28 wins, no loss and no draw, 26 big wins by way of knockout. He is 28 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Now, Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis are scheduled to face off against one another April 22nd in Las Vegas, Nevada at the T-Mobile Arena, okay? So, with that said, that's one of the biggest fights, if not the biggest fight that would be made, since it's already made, of the year, okay? There's a few other big fights, but the other biggest fight to be made is Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. But right now, commercial-wise, this is the biggest fight to be made. And when I say commercial-wise, because they have, a bigger following than Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford outside of the sport of boxing, okay? But inside the sport of boxing and accomplishments and things of that nature, well, Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, they take the cake, okay? They are, the la creme de la creme as it stands right now, okay? So with that said, Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia is definitely a huge fight, right? It's going to appease and it's going to catch the eye and interest of casual boxing fans, okay? So with that said, this is a big fight. But Bernard Hopkins believes that Devin Haney is a much tougher test for Ryan Garcia because of his skill set than Gervonta Tank Davis. He says that Gervonta Tank Davis is, a risky fight, a dangerous fight, and he could definitely lose. But Devin Haney is the creme de la creme, right? He's the pinnacle. And that they're just trying to wait and allow this fight to marinate and build up a storyline for for Ryan Garcia and Devin "The Dream" Haney, right? They're just trying to build up a storyline for the two to face off against each other. And he stated that every fight needs a good storyline, right? Now, keep in mind, Ryan Garcia was the mandatory for Devin Haney and Devin Haney's strap. He was the mandatory for Devin Haney and Devin Haney's belt, right? For that WBC, World Boxing Council title, right? But he didn't take it. He opted to go the route of calling out Gervonta Tank Davis. he was more comfortable fighting Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, maybe that's because he doesn't have as much familiarity with Gervonta Tank Davis like he does Devin Haney. And maybe that's because, you know, the size difference, right? Now, Gervonta Tank Davis is a very skilled, very high ring IQ, very talented boxer, but he don't get enough credit for it. Everybody gets enamored with Gervonta Tank Davis's power more so than his ability to box and his ability to make adjustments, right? Everybody's focused on Gervonta Tank Davis's power and not his ability to make adjustments, not his ability to box, right? And so with that said, Devin Haney is also bigger than Gervonta Tank Davis, right? He's 5'9.5", so he's just about as tall as Ryan Garcia with a 72-inch arm. So he has arms that is longer than Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is 5'10" with a 70-inch arm. So, and I think that arm reach is has grown since, you know, over time, but I don't think that they have updated it. And I think that his arm reach is probably about a 71, at least 72-inch arm reach now as it stands. But he has equal measurables to Devin Haney, and Devin Haney is very fleet-footed, and Devin Haney is a slick boxer first. Gervonta Tank Davis comes across, and this key word, he comes across as a thumper, as a slugger, but he's actually a boxer puncher, okay? He sets up his punches, okay? He sets up that knockout power. He sets up those knockouts, right? So I think that that's a part of the reason why he's being overlooked. Now, I'm sure they're not overlooking Gervonta Tank Davis, but when it comes to the comparisons, right, they know they probably going to have to look for Devin Haney, where Gervonta Tank Davis is going to be aggressive. As you see here, he's coming forward, he's aggressive, but did you see the angle he used to land that right hook? He's using angles, he's setting up, he's using feints, he feinted with a left uppercut and then came with a right hook. These are the things that I believe that people don't give Gervonta Tank Davis enough credit for. And I think that that's going to be the difference in this fight, because I actually think Gervonta Tank Davis is going to beat Ryan Garcia. But nonetheless, they believe that the toughest test for them is Devin Haney, right? And Devin Haney's skill set, because again, he's slick, he's long, he's rangy, he has fast feet, he has a winning mentality. He wants to win. And when I say that, not that Gervonta Tank Davis don't want to win. Devin Haney has, if I have to be boring and I have to box and use my jab all night to make sure I secure the victory, then I'll do just that. Where Gervonta Tank Davis, he's going to want to knock your head into the third row, okay? And so at some point in time, he's going to swing for the fences. He's going to put some oomph behind them punches, and he's going to be flat-footed in an attempt to walk you down. Devin Haney, that's not his forte. That's not what he's about. That's not what he's going to do. So stylistically, they like to fight with Tank Davis. Now, equal amount of danger there, in my opinion. I think that is equally, you know, risky for both fights. But like I said, I believe that when you look at this situation, I think that they think that Devin Haney, with his skill set, is a tough skill set. That's why you get all the excuses made why Devin Haney is an email champion. Devin Haney hasn't beaten anybody. Devin Haney, you know, is pillow-fisted. Devin Haney is chinny. Devin Haney don't sell. You know, you're going to get all of these different rhymes and reasons and excuses why not to fight Devin Haney, because he's a terrible style matchup for most fighters, including Ryan Garcia, including Gervonta Tank Davis, including Shakur Stevenson, including, you know, Teofimo Lopez, Vasyl Lomachenko. It's a bad style matchup. Shakur Stevenson represents the same bad style matchup that Devin Haney presents, and hence the reason why you don't see a bunch of people jumping and chomping at the bit to fight Shakur Stevenson. Actually, you never even hear Ryan Garcia even mention fighting Shakur Stevenson ever. I have never even heard Ryan Garcia mention fighting Shakur Stevenson ever, right? But with that said, Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia have history. They fought in the amateurs, and they're familiar with one another. They know how tough of a fight it is to lock down Devin Haney, and then he can get aggressive when he so chooses, because he has faster feet than Ryan Garcia. Now, Ryan Garcia hand speed appears to be faster than both Gervonta Tank Davis and Devin Haney, and that's largely in due part to him sitting down on his hand speed and his punches, right? But this is interesting. that, you know, Bernard Hopkins had changed his tune, you know, after you know, claiming that Devin Haney is the toughest test, and it's smart to save him for absolutely last. It's not shocking at all. But drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Peace.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Wow.